All right. I think we are live. We are live now. We are live. So we are live now. So I would like to welcome our YouTube, our live stream audience also. If you're just joining us, you're welcome to CIJ Midweek Live, the brainchild of Caritas Investment Group, which stands for CIJ for short. And Caritas Investment Group is one of the largest teams across Africa in the Long Reach International, Africa, Long Reach Africa. So it's one of the largest teams, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa. We have our membership calls across Africa and Europe, and some part of Asia. So, and the team is spreading fast. So once again, I would like to welcome our guest speaker for today, and also my co-host and my leader in person of Daniel Ekwere. So Mr. Steve, if you can hear me. Okay, I can see me.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, I wanted to be sure. Can you hear me? It looks like you're.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I want to be sure you're not having network challenges.
Yeah, just a little.
Okay.
We can. I think it's better now. So
Daniel, are you experiencing the drawback of the voice feedback on your end?
We can progress.
Yeah, I can hear it's dragging. I think the network is poor. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know if I can help you. If it's going to take you, if it's difficult for you, I can actually help you put up your slide.
Okay. I think you have it. You have it, right?
Yes, I can help you put up your slide.
Right. You have the slides.
Yes, I do have it.
All right. So
I can help you put it up. So just give me a moment. So while you fix your, give me a moment.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Apologies, everyone, for the technical challenges on the part of our guest speaker. So quickly try to fix that.
Oh, Mr. Dose, I think it's possible if I switch off the video and then I can just project the slide. I think it's possible that way, right?
Yeah, are you trying to do that via your phone or your laptop?
My laptop. Like I'm thinking probably if I switch off the video and then I just project the slide instead, I think we might not have these network drawbacks we're having now.
Okay, the slide is already coming up on my laptop, so I want to be sure so that you maximize your network utilities, I don't want you to, so that you can have a very smooth experience while you are presenting. So your slide will be coming through shortly. Yes.
All right.
Your slide is ready. All right, so I think we are good to go. So, Mr. Steve, that's your cue. So let us, you can pick it up from here. Mr. Steve, are you there?
Okay.
Can you hear me, Mr. Steve?
I can, right? So
Come again?
I think I can proceed, right?
Yes, I've given you the cue to proceed, sir.
Okay.
All right. Can you bring up your video? Can you bring up your video? Can you put on your video, your camera? Apologies, everyone, for the delay. Hello, Mrs. Steve.
Hello.
All right, we can hear you. You're good to go. We can hear you now.
Hello, Steve.
Oh, we seem to be, Mr. Steve seems to be struggling with his, seems to be having some network challenges.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Steve, I can hear you now. I think we can hear you now.
Hello.
Are you good? Hello, Mr. Steve, can you hear me?
All right. All right. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, please. That's a go for you. Please, go ahead.
So, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Musu, and thank you very much, my Ms.
Okay, this network doesn't seem to be working. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on.
I do my best to
Hello, Mr. Steve, can you hear me? Give me a minute. Can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Steve, can you hear me? Hello, Steve, can you hear me?
I think Steve is having a serious network issue.
He's having a serious network issue.
Okay, so hello.
I don't think.
Hello.
Okay, see what you can see. What we're going to try this one more time.
Okay.
Can you take the source of your network to the best part around your apartment?
Okay.
Take it to the best part where you know you see your network.
Okay, sorry, I've switched network. Can you hear me now? Is it still dragging?
Yeah, better.
It's better now. I've
better
switched network.
Much better.
Okay, I've switched network. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, all right. So I think I'm good to go, right?
Yeah, shoot.
Very good to go.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, my leaders. Thank you very much, Mr. Dozie Nwosu. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel Query. Sincere apologies to all the participants for the hiccups, and we're trusting God. Anyway, we're going to proceed, and we're going to be brief about this. I want to thank CIG. I want to thank Caritas International Group for this opportunity, and I will just be speaking briefly. I'll be speaking briefly on the current state of the economy and why long-reach business model can help everyone achieve their dreams. Oh, I forgot. My greetings to all the partners and prospects in Nigeria. Good evening, everyone. And my greetings, of course, to all international or prospects and partners. And I will be proceeding as quick as possible. So please, the next slide. We want to talk about how long-reach is the best option right now for Nigerians and how much it can help you fulfill your dreams. Now, let's look first at recession, because whenever you're talking about the state of the economy, you're going to be looking at speaking now from a point that's from the point of Nigeria. Let's look at what is recently happening, and that's the recession, and it's a feature in our economy at the moment. The last time we would witness recession was in the year 2016, of which I believe most of us are familiar with. It. Recession actually happened in 2016, and what we're seeing now in 2020 is 3 times what we saw in 2016. And what is recession really? Recession is just when the gross domestic product of a nation, that's when it contracts for 2 quarters. Every financial or every economic year has 4 quarters. And when, 2 of those quarters, you're having the GDP at a very low point, then of course you can tag that economic year as, or the 2 quarters of that economic year as a recessive, or yes, as a recessive point, So it occurs for some quarters before then it becomes negative. And one of the features in recession really is usually increases in price of major food items. And I believe as a Nigerian, and I believe as many Nigerians who are here have had to experience that. You're not just seeing the impact of increases in prices from just the food stuff that a common man could get. You're seeing the impact of increases in prices from the things that that you would not, buy previously at a lower cost, but you're getting them at a higher cost now. And it's annoying more because when you're having recession, one of the other features that comes in is inflation. There's a decrease in purchasing power. What 15 naira could get in 2020 was not what 15 naira could get probably in 2016. Are we communicating? I believe we're on the same page. It's not the same. And then what made it all worse was COVID-19 just came in, and the impact of the incoming recession was more. 2016 is so much better than 2020 because before the recession came, there were already vital signs. Now, by 2020, the signs of the recession were already announced by this dense, by the current, I believe, the current civilian governor, that's Emefiele himself. Emefiele would announce that, okay, there's an upcoming recession to 2020, but no one foresaw COVID-19 happening. And then COVID-19 came, and then the whole thing was overboard. The economic shocks of it was varied, both from national to international economies were affected in 2020. And all these effects, they trickle down to the common man. And please, the next slide. All of these effects, they trickle down to the common man because in every sense of the word, it affects our decision, our economic decisions, it affects our financial decisions, it affects the positions that we are probably have mapped out for ourselves, or we have mapped out for the year or the year to come. Now, the economic shocks that COVID-19 would bring, of course, they're of two kinds. For some economies, it could be a downward one. For some economies, it could be an upward one. Unfortunately for Nigerians, as the case may be, the economic shock had features which were downward. All right, and most of the well-rated economies in the world today, they had serious downward economic shocks. And what is the feature? Lost value, the naira position. The naira position shrank. That is, the commanding value of the naira lost a great deal of its position. As that was 2 weeks ago. The naira was going compared to the dollar for about, I think, 400 and something, 400, I think is it 440 to a dollar. When you compare that to what it was in 2016. And that's not the only feature for Nigerians. There are other economies, there are other countries who also would experience a decrease in the commanding value of their currencies. There was slower production, economic goods, there was slower production. And because of the whole, let's stay at home, and these are directions from the government in order to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 and the likes. And as such, people had to work from home. And as such, manufacturing and production had to decrease because of these things. Economic goods became very limited in supply. Why? Because it was slower production. There was slower production. And then the final one was job layoffs. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was going through the news and I saw Intel would lay off 700 of its workers. And those 700 of its workers were demanding for compensation. No jokes, as real as this sounds, that's one of the features of an economic shock, especially a downward economic shock. This year alone, we experienced a lot of job layoffs from various sectors, be it real estate, be it the banking sector, be it the manufacturing sector. We experienced a lot of job layoffs, and that's one of the economic shocks that was a feature for this year and was made worse by COVID-19. And unlike what you have for upward economic shocks, where there is a creation of value, there's a boost in productivity, and then there's a creation of new jobs, that is a total different ballgame compared to what we're seeing in West Africa, compared to what we're seeing in the African continent. Please, the next slide. So it's something because it trickles down in every sense of the word. Now, what was the aftermath of such economic shocks? Aggregate demand having both positive and negative, as it were, we would see people demand more for certain goods. And because, like we noted before, that there was a reduction in goods provided, either because of, there was slower production and also there was job layoffs, as the case may be, the goods that were available began to command higher prices. Then as concerning supply, there was lower supply. The supply was lower compared to other years for certain types of goods, right? And that has its effect economically speaking. And so by the fourth quarter of this year, that is December, November, October. So from October right till December, you as a Nigerian, I suppose you might have noticed, and I do not know for other African countries, because I know I'm also speaking to other participants from various other places, but I believe that the governments in these African economies might have rolled out economic systems or economic measures to mitigate the effects, the economic shocks of COVID-19. Now, right here in Nigeria, the federal government started making moves to salvage the situation. And so it started rolling out programs, financial and capital support for small and medium scale enterprises, capital generation and all of that. That was the idea really is to cause the economy to become productive again after a long, after this slump in economic production. They want the economy to be productive again. And of course, the idea is once you can make money, you can spend money, and once you can make money, you can spend money, and that's the whole concept of the economic flow. And so that was what economies started doing, and there were benefits to it and there were losses to it. Now, next slide, the next slide, please, the next slide. There are benefits to it, and then there are losses to it. Okay, let's look at Nigeria's inflation trend. Nigeria's inflation trend, right from the year 2020, just for this year. In January 2020, we had an inflation trend of 12.12%. And I want you to notice the trend at which it's going. You see, from 12.12, it begins to increase right till August 13.22. So please, the next slide. You can see how the rate is increasing, the inflation trend. And this tells you how things are for the common man in Nigeria, and how much your money can command decreases per month. So you can see by October, which was October being the first month in the last quarter, the inflation rate was already 14.23%. And although Central Bank of Nigeria hasn't published November and December inflation rates, but you can see how seriously concerning these rates are. You can see how seriously concerning these rates are. At this point, if the commanding value of a naira is as poor as 14.23%, that means except the government is able to salvage the situation, except the government is able to the government is able to find a solution to mitigate the effects of this COVID-19 on Nigeria's economy or its other economic interest, this figure is going to keep increasing till next year, and it's going to be really tight. It's going to be really tight. Please, the next slide. Now, one of the things that happens is that as this is going on, there's also a drop in GDP. When there is recession and when inflation is common, which is a feature, GDP, that is the gross domestic product, which is the monetary measure of the market value of all final goods and services produced in a specific time period, it begins to drop as well. Now, it is a GDP, or gross domestic product, as I would call it, is a reflection of a nation's efficiency in resource allocation. That is, for a country like Nigeria, how much have they been able to efficiently allocate their resources? GDP reflects that. The stability of the government, GDP reflects that. There was a report that was released, I think today or yesterday. I don't know exactly the government parastatal that released that report, but it claimed that the just completed NSAS protest that happened cost Nigeria about 1.8 billion naira. I don't know how solid that report is, but it's also one of the features in the stability of government. That is, with more chaos, it reflects in the GDP too. And the functionality of the institutions in that nation, it reflects in its GDP. And for Nigeria's GDP, there are three subsectors that are contributing to it. That's the primary sector, otherwise known as the agricultural sector. We have the secondary sector, otherwise known as the industry sector. And we have the tertiary sector, and that's the services sector. Now, when the GDP of a nation, when it begins to
Hello, Mr. Steve, can you hear me? Hello, Dan. Is it just me, or we've suddenly lost contact with Mr.
I
Steve's
think
voice?
it's Steve.
All right. So apologies, please. Let's just wait and be patient while we try to get our speaker back on track. If you agree with me, um, the breakdown analysis which we are getting tonight is a very interesting one. When we come in presence of economic analysts like the one we have tonight, it's very imperative that we're able to draw insights from the breakdown that is being given to relate it to our own personal economies. It helps us to understand exactly, what is happening in the society or find ourselves and how best to, make projections into not just the future, but the very near future and how to, plan ahead. It's a very interesting one if you agree with me. Dan, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here with you. Yeah, I mean it's important that we get to know this and seriously actually taking a deep look and at every bit of it.
All right. So I want to use this opportunity to welcome online our one of our very regular speakers and a very regular feature on CIG programs. I'm talking about none other than the lion himself, the Okorimeta. I'm
The
talking about none
Indabos
other
too.
than Olukayode Ojukwe, the Indabos keeper who see.
You people should just mind yourself. Don't let rice fly out of my nose.
All right, Steve. I think Steve is back. We'll come back to that. All right, Steve.
Okay. Welcome back, Mr. Steve. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, Steve. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. You seem to be having a very torrid time with network tonight.
Yeah. Yes, okay. Network issues here. But can you hear me? Yes, I can.
It's
how
still
about
dragging.
you?
Yes, we can hear you, but you're dragging.
We can hear you, but you're dragging. Yeah.
Okay. How about now? Is it good?
Oh yeah, better.
Is it better now?
Better now.
Yeah.
Better.
It's better now, but
all right. So you can continue to write from
let's
where
proceed
you stop, which is the slide you have here.
Proceed.
Okay. Next slide then.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Hello, Steve.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm waiting for the next slide.
Okay, your voice is dragging. It's still dragging. I don't know. Well, apologies, people. Apologies, everybody.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, but I think it's still dragging.
I wanted to ask, is he using a Bluetooth device?
Still dragging.
Okay.
Yes,
that's true. Please.
If you're using a Bluetooth device, disconnect.
Device or earpiece?
It's still dragging.
If you're using a Bluetooth device, kindly disconnect.
Yeah. Okay. I
disconnect completely. Now we can hear you better.
I think
Disconnect
it's
it
better.
from your
Yeah,
phone.
I just
now.
disconnected.
Beautiful.
All right.
It's better. It's stable now.
For my phone, yeah.
No, disconnect from both your
It's
phone and
better
turn off the
now.
device completely.
All right. Okay, I think that's good. Thank you.
Now,
Okay.
Okay, so
Before we continue,
so
can you hear me, Mr. Steve? Are you using a laptop or your phone to connect? I'll try to see if we can.
yeah, I can.
Permanently. Or are you using your phone or your laptop to connect?
My laptop. I'm using my laptop.
Okay. Can you actually switch? Can you switch to your phone? Can you switch to
I
your
can
phone?
actually.
I would like
Okay,
for us to fix this
yeah, I
corner in
think
the
that's what I
year.
would do.
Please
now,
switch to your phone. Just connect on your phone, and I will locate you and give you code functions.
okay, but we can hear him better now.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear him
Cleaner.
better though, but yeah, we can hear him better, but I'll just log in to just fix this.
All right.
So apologies,
So-
everybody. Once again, while we wait for Mr. Steve to. Okay, right, all right, Papa K, you wanted to say something?
Yes, I wanted to jump in. I
Okay,
follow
so
the news too a lot.
I'm switching over to the food now.
Okay. Now, I just wanted to jump in on what he said based on the report he got about the NSAS actually costing us 1.8 billion. Well, I follow the news a whole lot, and just in Lagos alone, it can't be Nigeria. Maybe how much there was spent. You know, they raised a lot of money. People in the diaspora raised a lot of money to actually mobilize for the NSAS thing. So maybe that was how much was spent to mobilize, because the damages alone in Lagos, I'm not talking of Nigeria, was actually, attributed to about 1 trillion. You understand? So if Lagos alone can be spending as much as 1 trillion to, in damages done, then in Nigeria would cost even way much more than that, the damages done on the NSAS. That was just what I wanted to chip in. So 1.8 billion is too small, Naira. Maybe you're talking in dollars though. Maybe I wouldn't know. Maybe you clarify that.
All right, Mr. Steve, are you back? Can you hear me? All right. I think while Mr. Steve is switching his devices, okay, I think I've seen him. All right, so Mr. Steve, I've granted your device a code so you can unmute yourself. So let's try and see if your device will give us a better reception, better voice quality.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay, I think I can proceed now. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
carry on. Keep on speaking. I want to be sure we can hear you and your voice is not dragging. Yeah, I think it's a bit stable now.
All right, sir. Okay, so all right. Okay, that's better. Okay, so Nigeria's GNP growth since 2009. So one trace the progresses in Nigeria's economy since the rise and the falls in Nigeria's GDP and Nigeria's GNP over the years. Now, if you take a good look at your screen, you will be able to see the GDP and the GNP right from 2000. You can see that the GDP 2015, which is 2.65%, is less than the GNP for 2015, which is 3.56%. And that economically is an indication of a brain drain in Nigeria. Because whenever you have your GNP having more than the GDP itself, it's an indication that there has been a brain drain in the economy. And that in itself would begin to signal the reduction, or rather that will begin to signal the drop in Nigeria's economy. So please, the next slide. That begin to signal the drop in Nigeria's economy, because right from 2016, you begin to see that Nigeria's GDP begins to begins to drop to
That's
abysmal
interesting. That's very
levels.
interesting.
Like
Can you hear
from
me?
2016, you're seeing minus 1.62%. That's low.
Can you hear me?
That's
Can you
like
hear
that's
me, Steve?
percent.
Can you hear
And the
me?
GNP, of course, is also reading minus 1.09%. And by 2017, I can hear you. Then by 2017, it's reading 0.81%. And by 2018, it's reading 1.92%. By 2019, it almost looks like as if right from 2017, the Nigerian economy began to, stabilize and all of that. But why 2020 is unique is because even though the indications were already there right from 2018 and 2019 that the effect of COVID-19 was potent enough to cause a minus 3.41% for Nigeria's GDP in 2020. And that is so much information for a common in Nigeria, because it tells you, of course, that there are certain things Nigeria has overlooked, speaking, 3 times more than it was then. It says the future of Nigeria is the advancement of technology, demand and supply.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Okay.
I think we should
punish
just.
our audience. I don't want to punish the ears of our audience, but I don't know the network on your side.
I think we'll just have to do this with Steve. Let's just go straight to the next segment.
Yeah.
Let's straight. His network is really giving issues.
Yeah.
I would really love you to take this on where we can actually get the best network from your end, get the best network experience from your end, because the topic, the analysis you're giving today is a very, very, very important one. And for the sake of with not everybody is an economic expert, and not everybody understands the GDP, the GNP. Even I myself, I'm forgetting some of the terms. Like I know the GDP is the gross domestic product, but I think the GNP, is that the gross national product or something?
So we'll just have to move forward to the next segment. The time is fast spent. We can't stay on this anymore. Well, let's just move straight to the business side of the business of language.
Okay. So, Mr. Steve, this is what we're going to do. So, because of the poor network we are having, so we just might invite you again next week. We'll see if we can put you in our schedule for next week. And we'll see where, you promised us that you would ensure you are taking care of network. It's so sorry tonight that Mr. Steve cannot continue this, and because I don't want to punish our audience. So, Dan, are you there?
Sure.
I'm here. Let's just take it straight
to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's just take it straight to the business. Let's move the slide forward. I think we have so many content on this particular slide. Yeah. Apologies, everyone. I will want to apologize. It's a Nigerian thing, and the network kept messing up. Very fantastic presentation ongoing, but unfortunately, we can't continue to struggle with that particular network. Thank you so much, Steve, Steve, I mean, I was gonna try to see if we could take it to the end, but we're taking a lot of time, and people in Lagos are not patient. We're not patient
Yes,
people in
sir.
Lagos. So some other time we'll invite you over. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate. All right. So talking about the economy situation and the GDP and everything. Dozie, can you take the flat slide to where it should be?
All right. Okay. Just let me know where you want it. This is way forward.
Take it. Just keep moving it. Okay. Okay. Just keep moving it forward. Move it straight to the language page. Okay. So this is very important that we get to know that what we are doing. It is an era where we all have to begin to work on our side also. We need to have a side also. We need to have a side business. You know, the prices of goods and services keeps has increased. Our income, if it's not increasing, then there's a problem. And also an era. Okay, thank you. So and also an era that we must begin to um, become so proactive about our income. You know, seriously, a lot of people joke. A lot of people joke with their income; they don't really care. But it's actually an error because we can't cope with one source of income in the present economic situation. The dollar is way above the naira, and it's also a time where our business needs to be linked to the international market. We need to have a business that is linked to the global market, or it has to be a global business. And that's what Steve is trying to say. Steve is trying to make us understand that the economy is so terrible. We're in a recession. This is the worst of all ever. I've never seen, no, none of us have ever seen this kind of economy before. We don't understand what we're actually operating on. They call it recession, and it's terrible. So we're just going to be driving you into the long reach business model and how this can actually help you have an extra source of income. Everywhere you go to, people talk about long reach. If this is your first time joining this business presentation, long reach has become so popular. Like for every 10 persons you talk to about long reach, 9 knows about the toothpaste. I mean, 5 knows about the toothpaste, and 4 knows more about the business angle and the reward system of long reach. Long reach is just a platform. Long reach International is a platform that has been created for people who have big dreams, people who had dreams and could not make it come true. I tell people that everybody needs an opportunity to make money. If nobody gives you leverage, you cannot make money. If nobody gives you an opportunity, then you can't make money. So everybody needs an opportunity. And that is why this company has offered everybody who has big dreams. I'm not talking about somebody who wants to survive. I'm not talking about people who just want to survive. I mean, people who have big dreams, people who want to live their dream life. When you talk about finance, you talk about their health, time freedom, extra income. People actually want to live life at their own terms. They created a platform, but this platform is actually based on performance. And that is why people who are scared of performing will not participate. So I'm going to read to you the Long Reach profile. The Long Reach is a 33 years old company, started up in 1986. That should be 33 years old. And they are into research and development. And any company that's into research and development is very futuristic. The company is into R&D, research and development. The company has branches in the United States. It has in Germany. It has in Japan. It's just building a factory here in Nigeria. They have a factory here in Africa, located in Nigeria, in Bejuleki to be precise. And the company manufactures for other companies, other top multinational companies like GSK. They manufacture for Walmart, for Tesco, for Itaki, for Marks and Spencer, for Adidas, for Unilever, HEB, Nestle, just to mention a few. These are some of the companies they manufacture for. Now, if all these names can trust Long Reach, this is just to tell you that when we talk about network marketing companies in Africa or in Nigeria, Long Reach stands out. I have not seen a network marketing company that manufactures for other top brands, and that is why Long Reach, stands out. So these are some of the companies Longreach manufactures their products. If you know Sensodyne toothpaste, Sensodyne toothpaste is manufactured by Longreach. Sensodyne toothpaste is one of those toothpaste every dentist all over the world recommend for their patients. So if Longreach can manufacture such quality of products, then imagine their own toothpaste. We'll be getting a little deep into the products that they have. So Longreach is into OEM and ODM, and this is the chairman of Longreach. His name is Chairman Zhu Ziwei. He is actually a very known person in China. He's ranked among the top 100 richest people in the whole of China. He's a very recognized person. He has integrity. He's known, and is very influential. When it comes to the cosmetic industry, Longreach is influential. Longreach is topped the best when it comes to cosmetics. We have Longreach has an hand cream that has stood #1 position for the past 15 years. An hand cream in the whole of China, in the whole of China, having a product that can stay #1 position for over 15 years. That's to tell you that the company is actually, into good quality products. And, so yeah, Longreach has various they have different types of products. They have the energy product, they have personal care product, they have skin care products, they have sanitary towels, and just to mention a few. And for people who really don't like marketing, when you see products, this is not the time to, run away. This is not the time to leave. No, these products are not actually meant for marketing. Like everybody must begin to look for people to buy. No, it's not that kind of network marketing games whereby they tell you have to be buying every month. I'm going to explain how you benefit from this when we get to the compensation plan. Now, but these are all the ranges of products that Longreach has, and all of them are 100% organic products. They're health friendly. They help you live a longer life. This is the pie cup. We have the condoms. So many products that are, that we have supplements. We have good quality products. All of them are excellent. I don't want to talk about products today, but it's just to show you this art show is for arthritis, rheumatism, bone pain, stroke, and the rest of them. And we have the daily products, the mosquito repellent, the soap, the toothpaste. We have sanitary towels. All of these things you use every day. All of these products that we use on a daily basis. You can't do without brushing your mouth. And that is kind of business, that is kind of products that Longreach are actually into. And that makes it interesting. During the pandemic, when every businesses were shut down, our business was still thriving because people must use soap and toothpaste. The oil and gas sector, had to shut down. Every business has to shut down. That's where we actually realize that we are in the essential, business. So it's actually a very a good business. So how do you benefit from Longreach? Let's move the slide, please. Now, according to John D. Rockefeller, I'm going to go straight to the money part. We'll spend time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to rush myself. We've been drained, and with the network issue, honestly speaking, I would rather hand 1% of a 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own effort. This is simple. He said, John D. Rockefeller, I would rather earn 1% of a 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. He's talking about leveraging. If you do not find a way to earn money while you're sleeping, you work for money till you die. We must all find a way to earn money while we're sleeping. We must also find a way to earn money and also earn good health. Now, the Longreach business, the first thing it gives to you is health assurance. Now, a lot of us do health insurance. Insurance, when it has to do with health insurance, is when you have an accident, you have a kidney problem, the insurance company will pay. Or somebody is dead, somebody dies, and they pay the family benefit. Now, in the long, and they don't give you an assurance, like you don't have assurance for your health, like you're not going to have these problems. And that is what the Longreach business offers you. It gives you an assurance, you understand, preventing all of this problem. I've seen a lot of rich people who are rich, who have money, but they're struggling with their health. So it doesn't make sense. The Longreach business model is so balanced that it gives you health, it gives you free time, and it gives you money. you know. So, and that is why it is actually unique. Longreach ways, there are 10 ways to earn in Longreach. You can see it on the screen. You know, we have different bonuses, and which makes it exciting. You know, we have incentives for travels, we have car incentives, we have house bonus, and we have all of these for every partner who are going to do what I'm going to, you know, let you into. I'm going to be telling you what you have, what you will do to earn that. Now, this is the plan of Longreach. Now, network marketing is actually a business. Network marketing is a business. It is not like an investment. You know, people see network marketing as an investment where you put in money and you go to sleep. For your network marketing to become an asset, there is a responsibility, there is a role to be played, regardless of the amount of money you're going to play with. It is like you're buying into the company's partnership. Now, these guys have been able to come up with products and services that are highly sophisticated, that can compete anywhere in the world. Now, as an entrepreneur, if I want to start to develop my own products and services, it's going to take me donkey years. Do I even have the money? Do I have the resources? Do I have the environment? Do I have the enabling environment? You know, how long is it going to take me to, you know, get that right? You know, but in the 21st century, in this business model, the company has come up with products and services that can meet the need of man. The products that are very, very valuable. You know, money follows value. You know, money actually follows value. So what you're asking us to do is come in with any of this amount and buy into partnership. You can see, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong. You know, when you're introducing network marketing business to somebody and it looks at it, I'm going to start with 750. We have 750,000, 320,000, 120, 65,000, and 30,000 naira. And they want to go for 30,000 naira because they feel that it is actually, you know, it's a gamble, like it's an investment. You just put 30,000 naira. And so we have that mindset. But when you are asked to come open up a barbing salon, you want to start up a business, you want to set up a barbing salon in a high-tech place in somewhere in Maryland, only the shop rent alone is about 1.5 billion naira. And before you begin to put it on the standard, you're spending about 5 to 7 billion naira on a barbing salon. You know, it is the same thing with this. This one, the highest level is 750, but I can assure you that on this particular business model, because of the value of what you're going to be offering the public, of the value of the problem we are going to be solving, there's a high tendency that you're going to make more money than somebody who invested 5 billion naira and started setting up the barbing salon. Now, you're going to look at the category. Now, they break it down. The reason is because network marketing has the lowest startup capital. You have the lowest startup capital. We have, and it has the highest return on investment. It has the highest ROI. You are investing this money once. If you start up with 30,000, you're going to get products worth 30,000 naira. So there is no risk. If you want to start up with 65, 120,000, 320 or 750,000, which is the VIP, you're going to get product equivalent that are very useful. Some persons will ask you, what will I do with product of 750,000? It is simple. You know, the product of 750,000 are not really too much. You can actually spread this product across. You can buy product for the whole of your family, and everybody can have a taste and also have their health improve. When you make use of this product, you're actually investing heavily into your health, because some of us don't even know that our kidney, you can't see your kidney. How many of us do checkup? How many of us go to check our health? We don't. So when this is an opportunity whereby you can actually take those things you don't take, you know, supplements. Some of us will think that, okay, you eat fruits, you take vegetables. Most of these fruits that, you know, that stays 1 week, 2 weeks before it gets to Lagos, and the nutrients are gone. They buy them they cover them before you go to buy them. The apples, we don't even have them here. They import them. They've been, you know, all those things. But the supplement is far better because it is actually well researched, and you get 100% value when it has to do with the nutrients. So you're going to get benefit, and every member of your family can get benefit from what you have invested, of your partnership. So you're partner with a company. Now a unique code will be generated for you. Don't forget, all of Longreach products have what we call PV. PV means product value. If you come in with 750,000, you're expected to generate 1,680 PV. And how do you do that? The toothpaste is 3.5 PV. If you take 10 toothpaste, that will be 3.5 PV times 10. 3.5 PV times 10 will give you 35 PV. You want to make up, let's say you want to make up 240 PV. Then you pick up the pie cup. The pie cup is 45 PV. If you take 2 pie cup, that will be 45 times 2, that will be 90 PV. You already picked 10 toothpaste, which is 35 PV. You had the PV. You pick up other product. As you're picking the product, you're adding them. You're adding the PV together. You're adding it up. You're adding it up. Then you will now do the calculation of the amount you're spending. So the amount here is just an estimate. You could spend less than 750 to achieve 1680 PV, or you can spend a little above 750. It depends on your choice. All the products have different point value or different product value. So, and also as a VIP, you're also entitled to 1% shares. As a VIP, the company considers you to be a shareholder with the organization, whereby you earn shares every month. But this doesn't come in cash. This comes in points. It's just like when you have shares in the stock market. It grows, but in this shares, it grows every month. Your dividend comes in points. It drops every month. When once it's up to 1 point, you can go and exchange it. That's $100. You can sell it off at the current exchange rate and get your money. It gets to 2 points. 2 points is $200. You can leave it up to get to 30 points. You can leave it and you can sell it off anytime and you get equivalent in Naira. Now that's an incentive for somebody who is coming as a VIP. And also, can you upgrade? Yes, somebody can come in at the lowest package and upgrade little by little. And how do you upgrade? Upgrade is every time you come back to buy a specific item or product, the PV of that product will be added to your existing PV. So when it adds, it's going to be pushing you up to the next stage, to the next entry level. So, and that is how you upgrade. Now, is there mandatory monthly purchase? No, there is no mandatory monthly purchase. They don't ask you to buy every month, because this is what has actually, affected a lot of people who are done network marketing. There's what they call authorship. You must buy every month. For you to earn bonuses, you must buy. For you to do this, you must buy. So it puts people under a lot of pressure and converts people into marketers who will begin to sell products. In long reach, is not like that. There is no mandatory monthly purchase. Your subsequent purchase after the first one is at will. You come back at will to buy it. You don't have to. Nobody is giving you no pressure and so on. Nobody puts under pressure. If you don't have a need for 6 months, you don't have to come back to buy. But and it does not prevent you from your benefits. You buy, you don't buy. It does not prevent you from your benefit. But my advice is, if you're coming with the lowest package, try to upgrade yourself. If you're coming with any package that is lower than the VIP package, try to upgrade yourself, because the VIP is a place for everybody to be, so that you can start enjoying the 1% shares. You won't know the value of that shares until someday. It is an investment. It is an asset. Now, what will you do to earn? All of the entry level has their percentage on earnings. The Q Silver, which is the lowest package, you have 18%, and the Gold 20%, the Platinum 22%, and the VIP is 22%. Now, maximum of 3. When you come in, the company is expecting you, when you buy this product, you use most of these products. So that you can have a taste. You can actually have a taste of it, and that will enable you, be able to talk to people, because it's easier for you to talk to people when you have used something. It's easier for you to convince people when you've used something. So when you get this product, use them. After using them, help the company to get 3 persons to join you in the business. That's the only thing you would do. Just get 3 persons who's going to join you in the business. And this is where a lot of people run away. A lot of people will tell you that they don't know anybody. A lot of people will tell you that they can't get 3 persons. And this is just a task to become a multi-billionaire. This is just a task the company is asking you, because in network marketing, the products and services are not advertised on television stations. They are not advertised on newspaper, anywhere by the company. The company allows individuals to use their own network, their social network, to build their business, build a customer base, or build partnership with people who are going to join you in the business and grow the business, and you earn benefits for life. When you get 3 persons, the company is going to credit your account based on your entry level. If you came in with as a VIP, you're going to earn 22% on the volume of what the 3 people did. If the 3 people came in with, they came in with big packages, you're going to earn 22% of those packages. Let's assume the 3 people came in with 750,000 naira, and you came in with 750,000 naira. You're going to earn 22% of the volume of what they did. People love to ask that question, like, what will I earn? You'll earn in long-range business. It's about volume. If they come in with a lower package that is 30,000 naira, you're going to earn 22% of that package. And if you come in with 30,000 naira and you refer your first 3 persons are coming in with 750,000 naira, you're going to earn 18% of that volume. So you can see that it's actually a level playing ground. There is no advantage to anybody. It's a level playing ground. What the company understands is performance. Who is able to build? The system pays you based on the growth. No time frame. No pressure. Nobody's going to give you time frame. It's going to take you 2 years to get these 3 persons. The company will wait for you. If it's going to take you 10 years, if it's going to take you forever, the company will wait for you. I want to give you a testimony. About 3 years ago, somebody came to sign up at Joel Egba. 2 people came to sign up the same day, and one of the persons didn't go with our product. The other person went with our own products and started building a business. 12 months after, the 2 of them came back the same day to that particular head office. The other one coming back to pick our products, while the other person coming back as a car qualifier. So the person who picked our product went and worked and did something in that 12 months. And in that 12 months, she was able to build an organization and, made so much money and also qualified for the car fund. And she came in as a car owner, while the other person, after 12 months, only walked in to collect our product. So it's a level playing ground. It is how you see it. There is no advantage to anybody. If you can overtake the person who brought you into the business, the structure, when you study the structure very well, whoever brought you to the business, you can be making money more than the person who brought you into the business. You can overtake your upline. You can become better. You can become more valuable than your upline. It depends on how you see it, So it is what it is. Weekly bonus payouts. Long-range pays every week. They call it Green Thursday. But you must be able to build a business to a point where it generates every week activity. There has to be a business every week. It's just like you have a shop. You have a shop, a barbering shop, or you have a supermarket. If you don't make sales in a week, then nothing happens. You can't declare profit. You can't take up. You don't have money. The same thing with this business. When you're building your organization, you need to build it, so that it will become independent, whereby the people can be running a business without you, and you will have weekly activities. When there are weekly activities, you're going to earn every week. Some people started building this business from 3 persons. They have over 500,000 people in their network today. And, they have over 500,000 people in their network. So there is no how every week there is not going to be activity in such network. Some people also started building it. They started building it in 3 months. They already have like 100 persons in their network. And all these different people are doing different transactions. So the business is so straight. And there is a portal. When your code is generated for you, you can log into an online portal. You will see yourself. You will see the number of people under you. You will see what the purchases they've made. You can trace everything from your portal. If somebody joins your business from the United States, you can log into your portal. You will see the person. If you're in the United States and somebody joined your business in Ghana. So it's the only business that I see that does not give you high blood pressure. You don't have to, especially people in the diaspora, you don't have to be worried about, somebody is asking you to bring money, you go and start up a pure water business. You dole in 10 million naira and it's going to be stories. Or people are telling you, send more money, they want to buy cab, Uber is a raining thing, blah, blah. All those business are waste of time. This is the best business because you can supervise it and you can monitor it from anywhere that you are, from your phone. All you need to do is just to build. And we have so many people who have gotten testimonies from this business. I'm sorry we've taken so much of your time today. Let's move to the next slide. I hate to waste time, seriously. Okay, so you also grow on rank. On rank, we have Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Diamond 3 to Diamond 7. This rank advancement, it is not your personal purchase. The PV, the product value, pushes you up the rank. when your accumulated PV becomes 720, what do I mean? When you bring in people, after you have been paid, the PV of those people are added to your own. Anybody who comes under those people, the PV will be added to them, added to you again. If the numbers of people under you grows to 1,000 people, you must have accumulated all the PVs of those 1,000 people. And those PVs are the one that will be pushing you up the rank. You get to Diamond 1, Diamond 2, not by your personal efforts. It is by group efforts, So it pushes you and pushes everybody who is under you. Everybody keeps growing, everybody grows on the same pace. And that's what the group progression means. Let's move. Now, we also have the group support system. This has actually made this night's seminar possible. Now, if you're joining this business, one of the things you should care about is a team. Is that teamwork? Yes. In this Caritas investment group, we have a solid support system. The support system allows this business to be easy for you. All you need to do is to learn how to invite people to attend seminars, online seminars. We put up online seminars every week, Wednesdays, majorly, and Sundays. So when these people attend it, we have professionals who are going to explain the opportunity to them, and they make up their mind, and they're going to be under you. So the group support system also gives you backup. For instance, you may want to set up your own private meeting. The group support system is there to analyze the business. The group support system is also there to teach you everything we know, and show you where the stones are placed so that it won't be, difficult for you. So you won't actually have struggles. The GSS is very, very important. We've seen a lot of people who've joined the business and are struggling because there is no teams, there's no group support. And that's what I'll tell people, that if you're doing this business, you don't have to bring in family issues. You just have to look at it as business. There is no sentiment. If you want to do this right, you have to, work with people. So for you that is thinking that when you come in, it's going to be difficult for you to bring in 3 persons, we've eliminated that. We have a lot of people who have testimonies from most of these meetings. All they are doing is invite people to attend the meeting, and from there, they make their decision and they honor them. Now, this business has changed a lot of lives. It has affected so much lives, and it's amazing. I would not like to waste much of your time. It's 9:20 already. I'll just leave it there so that if you have questions, you can trade off. I'm sorry, tonight the network has given us a lot of issue. Even with myself, I'm stressed up by the network challenge. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So let me quickly unmute our leader in the house, our top leader. Quickly, let me grant you co-host, sir, so that you can actually unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Very
Good
well,
morning
sir.
to you, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I am on transit, so you just bear with me as I just joined the meeting now because I was engaged somewhere. I just want to commend Daniel and his team lead for consistency. I always believe in the practical aspect of the business, which is the processing. Daniel and team leads, you guys have shown what is called real passion. You don't only talk, you do. I appreciate you guys so much because I see myself in you people. And there is no way you will not achieve more than me. The business we are talking about is a business which the knowledge you get, you could use it to do something else in other areas of life, just like what I'm doing today. What I learned from this platform, I'm now using it to explore other areas. It's like an adventure. And you guys are treading same path. I can assure you, if you don't quit, if you continue with this momentum you are going at, you will become another Iroko tree that can never be shaken. Now you are digging deep. You see, an Iroko tree goes down to source for nutrients. It does not wait for season. And that period, you would think it will not grow. By the time it locates the source, when it starts coming out, it becomes so solid. That is exactly what I see you people doing. You are digging so deep. And by the time you are done with digging deep, you are seeing your source. You will begin to rise. That day will come.
Amen.
Just continue. What you guys are doing, you move my heart. I am 100% behind you guys. You guys
Thank
should
you,
keep
sir.
doing. And for those people that are listening and following you people, please, the only way you can make these guys proud, the only way you can appreciate them is to achieve something in this business, is to achieve something in this platform. They have put in so much. Nobody pays them. It is only in CIG they give things free. Only CIG gives things free. Nobody gives it free, even in the platform we belong. People tell you to pay for this, pay for that, pay for that, pay for this. We don't collect money. We know how we make our money. You see, this business is also a ministry. Don't forget, our source is the Almighty God. There are two things here. It's either you run into the secret place of the Most High and it becomes your source, or you depend on something else that will not last. So please, the only way you guys can appreciate these people is to try to achieve something with the platform. Put these things into action, put them into practice, irrespective of what it will take you, you will succeed. I bless the day I know you people. I appreciate the day I know you people, and I believe together we shall celebrate. Thank you very much to all the leaders and speakers. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. All right. So that is that's our leader all the way from the UK. He's actually on his master's, courtesy of this same platform, which we just shared with you tonight, courtesy of Longreach. So what we'll tell you about what Longreach has to offer you, we are not talking about ESA. We are not talking about congestions. We are talking about facts. We are talking about facts and figures. So we're not talking about ESC, we are talking about facts and figures. So, and that is why, this business is such that makes people, it turns you into something you never thought you will become. Something bigger than, greater than yourself. And that's one of the reasons I joined this business, because I love to see people smile. And I love to be one of the reasons why that smile is on their face. So without further ado, I'll just quickly complete the slide and share some things. Success inspiration. Those who have been successful in this enterprise are no different from you. It is said success equals preparation plus opportunity. Here is an opportunity, it only demands your hunger and preparation. In John S. Class's famous book, the Richest Man in Babylon, the king of Babylon questions Akkad on the possibility of learning the secrets to making wealth rather, and if it can be taught. The richest man in Babylon, Akkad, replies, it is practical, your majesty, that which one man knows can be taught to others. Here in Nigeria, we take pride in teaching and mentoring, just like our leader just mentioned. We take pride in teaching and mentoring. That's exactly why, this program, all the systems that we have put in place, to help you achieve your dreams. Unfortunately, the speaker you have here today, was given the same platform. Now, everybody you see here speak, the first speaker who had network issues, I want to also point that out. We would love to have him again. We'll definitely make room for him to be here again on another occasion. Mr. Stephen Ugwejim, So you have people from different fields, different, backfield of different professional fields, lending their knowledge, bringing their knowledge together, bringing their experience together. And that is what makes what we do unique. Evidences of achievement, pictures and testimonies from partners. These are some travels these are testimonial images from our team. And, these are travel incentives to US. This is to Dubai a couple of years ago. And our trips are actually on a yearly basis. The only year we didn't have any trip at all in Long Reach is 2020. And of course, you don't need any soothsayer. It's a no-brainer because of the travel restriction that was caused by COVID-19. So definitely, we didn't have any trip this year. You can see here, this is one of our top team leaders, CIG team leaders. You have in Chibuzo there. And these are our top leader here and his wife, Mr. Tuezi Emmanuel Eduru and Emanuela Eduru. That they are the one that are flanking the GMD, Alex Gia, just at the bottom left side of your screen. This is a cross section of Long Reach vacation qualifiers. And when Long Reach is actually taking you on a trip, they give you a one of a kind experience. Honestly speaking, they give you a one of a kind experience. It's an experience that you will have to spend serious money to get. It's either business or first class with Long Reach, and that is why people enjoy it. And this is also testimonial pictures, evidence from that's our 2SD. When the black car you see there, that was his very first car he qualified for in Long Reach, and he qualified for that car in less than 2 years. In less than 2 years of him being a partner, he qualified for his first car on the platform. And he has since that very, he has qualified for car incentives back to back to back. And the very interesting thing about what we do is when you qualify for the car, you are not under compulsion you are not forced to take that car. You're actually given a cash incentive. You can actually decide to buy a car or use your cash for something else. And you can see the white there also is a multiple qualifier. Many testifiers, many qualifiers, people who long have changed their lives. You can see here, even a child has the opportunity to qualify and achieve with Long Reach. Even a child, even your unborn child can actually achieve and qualify with Long Reach. That's exactly what makes it interesting. You can actually use it to plan for the future. You can see here a house that is built solely on Long Reach commission. This house that you see here on your picture on your screen is sitting in the center of Uyo. It's owned by one of our top leaders in the business who lost a job in the banking sector. And what she achieved in Long Reach, she was in the banking sector for over 14 years. She couldn't own a house, but all she needed to do, but she was in Long Reach in less than 4 years in Long Reach, she was able to actually build her first house. And that is what you see on your screen, massive. And that is it, Eziochi, from losing her job to a Long Reach success story. And talk more, everybody you see here also has these are beneficiaries of the Long Reach scholarship. Imagine having an opportunity to earn money, having an opportunity to drive a beautiful car, having an opportunity to build a beautiful house, and also having not just your own education, but the education of your kids taken care of. if you were offered this opportunity by another company, I bet you will tell yourself, we die here. I will work for this company till I die. You will find a way to ensure that all your children are working in that company. Because of what? Because of the incentives that are on offer for everybody, all the employees of the company. And that's exactly what Long Reach offers you. These are some beneficiaries of some of the scholarship. We have various forms of scholarship in Long Reach. We have the MBA, we have the diploma scholarship, and this is what the Long Reach, I just spoke to you about the Long Reach kids. Your kids can actually, you can see on your screen there, young kids have this, it's a level playing ground. There is no age discrepancy, there's no age discrimination. The ball is in your court. Choose to become a partner today and fulfill your dreams with Long Reach. This is where we draw the curtains on our presentation today, and we'll give room for questions. Thank you. My name remains Dozie Nwosu, and we'll go straight to questions. So from here, we'll be taking, if you're a prospect on this call today, I want to believe you, after all you've heard and seen, you definitely were having some burning questions you would like to ask, and now we would like to hear from you. So, and how do you go about asking your questions? If you are new to Zoom, if you are on Zoom for the first time, this is how you actually can go, get yourself heard. Now, you can look at the bottom. When you touch on your screen, you'll see the microphone button icon. Sorry, you see the microphone icon. You can unmute yourself. Sorry, everybody actually muted. Sorry about that. Okay, for you to unmute yourself, you have to go to the participant icon. Sorry, not the microphone icon. Go to the participant icon, click on it, locate where your name is, click on your name. Once you click on your name, you will see the option where to raise your hand. So once you click that, we will unmute you and you can ask your question. The other option is for you to drop your chat in the chat section. Drop your question in the chat section and we will get right to it and answer your question. So at this point, I would also like to call on I would like to give room for my other participants, my co-hosts. Odukwe Kayode, are you there? Okay, I don't know if Odukwe Kayode is here. All right, so we'll give room for 5 questions from prospects. We'd like to take questions from our prospects. Okay, I see here Precious. But Precious, you're already a registered partner. But we won't take today, we are focusing on prospects. So please, I would like to hear from you. We would like to hear from you. We would like to, get your questions. So if you're not asking any questions, it means you have made up your minds and you're satisfied with what you've heard today. You're satisfied with what you've heard today. So if we're not going to get any questions from you, this is what I'm going to let you, this is what I'm going to let you just simply get back to whoever invited you. Get back to whoever invited you, and they will guide you on how to get on board, select your products, and get signed up. It doesn't matter your location. You could be in Kenya, in Ghana, Cameroon, in Ivory Coast, any part of Africa, any part where you're joining us from. Long Beach is in Europe, almost covered the entire of Africa. Is in US, that's in North America, and also spreading fast in Europe. So definitely, we can get across to you in no time at all. So get back to whoever invited you today, and they will guide you on how to get on board. Now, our next program for this week is our CIG Sunday Live, where we'll have our top leader, 2SD Emmanuel Edru, and Mr. Siton Ankuten anchoring that very edition. The CID Sunday Live is one which you don't want to miss out on. The information, the breakdown, the live testimony from partners from different parts of the country, the continent, and other parts of the world is what you definitely want to be part of. So we have a lot of systems put in place to ensure that you don't just come in, but you come in flying. You don't just come in and settle, but you come in flying with all the systems that we have on ground for you to leverage on. You just come in, plug and play, and you fly. And that is exactly what we have for you. So at this point, I don't know, Daniel, I don't know if you have anything you would like to share before we leave.
Well, I just want to thank everybody who has stayed till this time, and we strongly apologize for what has happened this evening, and we hope next week it won't be this way. Thank you for staying, and thank you for attending.
All right. So we'll be giving time for questions. So since we don't have any questions, so I want to say to you, thank you for making our time to be part of today's edition. You are the reason why we do what we do. To see that smile on your face, to help you enjoy this business, and to see you succeed. Success, nobody is a success until they can duplicate other successes. And that's what makes you a truly successful person. With that note, I want to say thank you. Do have a wonderful evening. See you again on Sunday.